Evaluate the definite integral of x equals -3 to x equals 3 of x squared plus x plus 1 dx. Firstly, by using power rule of integration, the indefinite integral of x to the power of n dx equals x to the power n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c, and replacing the c with the limits we have here, and another rule, which is the integration of constant number is always multiplied by x. Now, by using these two rules, we will be able to start integrating. So, firstly, we will use the power rule. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So we will have here x to the power of 3 over the new power 3 plus x to the power of 1 plus 1 equals 2 plus x to the power of 2 over the new power, which is 2. And since we have 1 as a constant number, we will have to multiply it by x. With having the limits from -3 to 3. Now between two brackets with a minus sign in between, substitute the following limits. We will start with the limit 3. 3 to the power of 3 over 3 plus 3 to the power of 2 over 2 plus 1 times 3 minus -3 to the power of 3 over 3 plus -3 to the power of 2 over 2 plus 1 times -3. Plug this in the calculator to add up to a solution of 33. Evaluate the definite integral of x equals 1 to x equals 3 of 2 minus 3 over x squared dx. Step 1. Rewrite before integrating by getting rid of the fraction we have here. By doing that, we'll have to move the power upwards with an opposite sign. Now, we will have a definite integral of x equals 1 to x equals 3 of 2 minus 3x to the power of -2, since we moved the power upwards, dx. Now we can start integrating, but firstly we have two important rules, which is firstly the power rule of integrating, which is the indefinite integral of x to the power of n dx equals x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. In case of having a definite integral, we will only have to replace this c with the limits we have here. There is another important rule, which is the integration of a constant number is always multiplied by x. Now apply the power rule of integration and the integration of a constant number. We have here 2 times x, since 2 is a constant number, minus 3x. Now by applying the power rule of integration, we have here -2 plus 1 equals -1. So we will end up here with -3x to the power of -1 over the new power, which is -1, and we will have to replace the c with the limits. The limits we have are from 1 to 3. Now we will have to divide -3 by -1, which calculates to 3. So we will be having 2x plus 3. And we will have to return the fraction back to its origin, which means to return the x to where it was. So 3 over x from 1 to 3. Now, with a minus sign in between two brackets, substitute x with the limits we have here. So 2 times 3 plus 3 over 3 minus 2 times 1 plus 3 over 1. Plug this in calculator to get a final solution of 2.
Integration. Integral is the opposite of derivative. Integral of x to the power of n dx equals x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. Here we have a definite integral. Definite integral from x equals 3 to x equals 4 of x to the power of 3 dx is equals to, we're going to use the integral rule. So x to the power of 3 plus 1, the new power is 4 over our new power, which is 4. And then we're going to put a bracket and we're going to write these numbers here, 4 and 3. The next step, we're going to replace x by 3 and 4. We're going to have two brackets and we will put a minus between them. 4 to the power of 4 over 4 minus 3 to the power of 4 over 4 is equals to 175 over 4. Integral of x to the power of n dx equals x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. Definite integral from x equals 2 to x equals 5, 8 dx is equals to 8x from x equals 2 to x equals 5 equals, and now we're going to replace x by 2 and 5. We'll put two brackets and we'll put minus between them. 8 times 5 minus 8 times 2 is equal to 24.